What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So James Madison's offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. To the air, it's Everett. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Now adjusting. He'll pull it down, wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's got it on the right. There he goes. Got enough space. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Dukes in the hurry-up. Creates a little space. Makes a man miss. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more.
And he's got it inside the 35. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Caught close to the marker, it's cracked. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Wade. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Dukes are threatening in the red zone. Got it, looking for a first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Offense set on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. At midfield, he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, unlike in my family, eventually backyard brawls come to an end, and we have a final from a classic rivalry between Pitt and West Virginia. West Virginia looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Mountaineers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Give to the fullback. Slithers into space. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. And the Dukes will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Complete to the left. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Good enough for a first down.
Ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to keep it in the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Smart move to get down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's go. They'll try the right side. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Dukes want to move quickly.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looking downfield, it's Everett. That's caught. It's Pratt. Finds a little space. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got a man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab down the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
The Dukes will line up to punt it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. And the defense drags him down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ready, offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinal. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Everett. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper in plastic and sacked.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, a 4th down.
The Dukes will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Gonna let it fly. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's gonna wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Dukes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Crosses the 40. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
Ready up.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Makes his man miss. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And throws for the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Arkansas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Dukes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no... problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Brings up second down.
The Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the left side. Jukes his way for more. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds us back in the middle. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
Number 13.
Dukes decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. This is just poor game management. You can't take 2 straight delay of game penalties.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. RPO complete to open the drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And Got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Here we go, sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Everett. Get it out on the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
And this team is dominating this game on offense, on defense, and on special teams. They're piling on here this time with a phenomenal punt return. Oftentimes on these returns, you got to make one guy miss, and then you just let your athleticism take over. That's exactly what happened. Total domination by this team in this game.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Pratt. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw. It's Everett. Oh, they're after him. On pressure lets it fly. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Dukes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups.
Turning it on. He's at the 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Got it. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Here we go. They'll run it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Wade. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Handoff to the lone back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Looking to throw, it's Everett. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. And the Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6. Than starting at the 1. And now this offense will take the field again. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
A delay of game penalty in this part of the field, man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that.
Okay, ready?
They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He fires a bullet to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Good enough for a first down.
Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to...
Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.